Alright, good morning guys. We're currently in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and we're headed off to Oklahoma, hopefully Pawhuska. I don't remember how many miles that is, but we're fairly certain the first little bit's going to be like some good, nice, curvy roads, but after that it might just be straight roads, so I'm not sure. So, you have anything to say for today?
No, looking for a great ride. Probably a little over 200 miles. It's supposed to be hot. We just saw a forecast. Oklahoma City is forecasted to be 102 degrees. We're going to be coming out of the Ozarks where it's just been beautiful. And it looks like we're going to be getting down to some really hot flat land. So definitely a transition time, but should be good riding.
Yeah. Otherwise, we should have a really great day. All right, see you later.
Hey, good evening, y'all. We are talking to you from Pawhuska, Oklahoma. So this morning we left from Fayetteville and Fayetteville, Arkansas, crossed over the state line. And then what's the total mileage?
242?
Oh,
232?
we wrote it down. 242.6. So, a few highlights of our day. One is we crossed the state line, went across a reservoirs at Salina. Is that how you say it?
I think so.
And we were headed towards Adair. And there was another Trans-American Trail motorcyclist who was coming towards us. He's eastbound. And we gave a little fist pump up in the air and cheered each other on. But otherwise, long straight roads, just putting miles down today. We saw a road grader. I hope Elijah caught video of that. That was sort of cool.
He's been very interested in the road graders the entire time we've been traveling on gravel. He's like, all of those dang road graders keep on messing up our roads and stuff like that. So.
Well, what's funny is when you have the road grader come through, you no longer stay in the wheel ruts. Instead, they road grade, they fill the wheel ruts up. The wheel ruts are actually the fullest point, and you go over to the side where they scraped it, and then you got good riding over there. But we're figuring it all out. We had some roads going pretty fast today, so some of them were really nice and smooth. At one point I told Elijah, I said, hey, we might want to back it down a little bit. I think I was doing like 53 or 54 miles an hour. And my thought is, what if something went wrong? Where's our room to react? And so I feel a little safer between 45 and 50, but there have been long, straight, fast roads. You really could open the throttle up to 60 miles an hour and feel super stable, but what would you do if something went wrong? And so we're having to worry about that a little bit. Pawhuska. This is a little bit off the trail. We are 20 minutes south of the trail. We dropped off to come down here. Anybody who doesn't know, Ree Drummond, the pioneer woman, she has a restaurant here. So, you know, I know that a lot of people do the trail. They love to camp out. They love to rough it.
But this place is very nice.
We are not really roughing it type like all the time. If we get into really nice, cool temperatures and I can sleep in my hammock without a bear eating me, that's great. But otherwise, I like to hit a nice, you know, Hampton Inns has those little feather pillows. That's great. I like to eat good. Big old country fried steak tonight at Reed Drummond's place. We're going to rough it during the day. I'm going to be filthy all day long. Come in the evening. I like to get freshened up.
Yeah, it's a very nice little town and everything like that. Great little tourist site if you want to go out of the way for it.
The hotel we're staying in is called the Frontier Hotel, right?
Yeah.
The Frontier Hotel. This building is a triangular shaped building. Is one of the first FBI buildings over here in this area in Oklahoma.
And speaking of, they're actually filming a movie right now about the FBI with Leonardo DiCaprio.
I know Martin Scorsese is the director. I don't remember who all the actors were, but it's sort of neat to pull up to a little town and have a whole film crew here, and they have a big production setup. So that's sort of neat. Anyway, we expect Oklahoma to have a lot more just flatlands coming into tomorrow. The one good surprise for us today in Oklahoma, though, was that when we started out with big sky country and you thought, okay, now we're just going to be in a wasteland, the trail would drop you off into gulches. And we would actually end up with these nice little twisty little roads through a wash basin with trees over the top of us and a green tunnel and cool and refreshing. So we'd go from dry dust to all of a sudden this little oasis. I'm just picturing how the pioneers were coming across the land when they'd find these nice little, you know, water spots because all of a sudden the greenery's all popped up. And this trail does a good job at really mixing it up. We're having a blast. I love big sky country too. You know, it is vast. But that is the joy of it. When you're traveling and you just look out in all directions and the view just goes on and on and on. I mean, you know, we're here for every state. Everybody wants to blast through Oklahoma. I understand you make a lot of miles, you make them fast, it's hot and it's dry. But man, the whole time, the state is still beautiful. If I had the extra couple of million sitting around, I'd have a little dude ranch here. It's an awesome little place.
Yeah. Trail overall just was gravel, asphalt here and there, like you said, some curves and everything, but it was mostly straight roads. So we just like pretty much just coasted and went along. But we're looking ahead and on some of the trail maps, and it's showing that it's just gonna be even longer, straighter roads. So we're curious, but we'll see when the time comes.
Yeah. But overall, good ride today, good miles. We had barely a touch of a sprinkle when we started out this morning, and it was out of the blue, and then we were running from it, and then it was just dry and dusty the rest of the time. But we now have 8 days of dirt and grime in our riding gear. As soon as we get to Topar Racing and change some tires, that's the next thing we want to do is wash some gear. Every time I put them on, they are stiff. And so we've got to get cleaned up a little bit.
Yeah, we're quite dusty people, so. But otherwise, I think that's everything.
I think so.
All right.
We'll see y'all tomorrow. Oh, no bugging, Jeff.
Not yet. The kickstand's not down either, so I can hold it.